Well, news right now, the owner of Serenity Towers was back before a judge in environmental court to answer to charges of the high-rise apartment complex for seniors of the chronic nuisance.
Is a chronic nuisance, and tonight a bombshell coming from the attorney for Serenity Towers. No more money being put into the embattled property where dozens of seniors still live. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is live at Serenity Towers tonight, right off of Highland near the U of M campus with the latest details. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening. Like you said, live off Highland, and you can see directly behind me Serenity Towers. One of the things that you might not be able to see, I'm going to step just out of the way a little bit. There's supposed to be a security light there. I talked with some residents who still live here, and they tell me it has not been on in months. That kind of gives us some kind of an idea on how much money Millennia is actually spending here at Serenity Towers. Absolutely none. Of course, the city of Memphis had to pick up that bill, that $11,000 bill, to fix those elevators about a week and a half ago. They still have not gotten paid yet. And this afternoon in court, it was discovered that there is a very large MLGW bill that apparently the Towers pays MLGW, and it has not been paid. And guess what? The power might be cut off sometime next week if someone does not intervene. But there's so much more to this complicated story. Of course, attorneys for the city tell me this evening that they just learned about that particular situation that I just detailed to you this afternoon, and they're working as hard as they can as we speak to make sure that doesn't happen. Also happening in court this afternoon, attorneys for the city of Memphis, well, they asked the judge for the ability to put the property on a receivership, basically meaning Millennia would not have full control over the property, as the city says that they've already proven to the residents who live here and the court over the last several weeks and months that they do not have the ability to maintain the property properly. Now, attorneys for Serenity Towers agreed to this proposal, and it was entered into court this afternoon. Now, renters I spoke with off camera here say they hope that happens fast, because guess what? We also discovered, yeah, it's pretty cold outside. It's only going to get colder. What doesn't work? The HVAC once again, and also the hot water. I spoke with the city's attorney about what's next.
Now that we have authorization, the city of Memphis can now look for potential receivers. Those receivers would then be able to step in the shoes of the owner and actually effectuate the things that need to happen so they can execute on behalf of the owner.
All right, the bottom line to this big story is lawyers for the city and Serenity Towers, they will be back in court next Tuesday. Of course, we will be there. For now, live in the university area, I'm Scott Mattis.